Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Listen, I just came down to give y'all a little piece of conversation about a few things. All right, so make sure y'all coming into the video. You are liking and subscribing to the channel. All right. So the first thing that I want to get into, let me see, cause I made me a little piece of a list, honey. All right. I came to you guys the other day. I think we were on live where we talked about Cardi B's album and everything. And the story that I brought to you guys was about this young lady who was going out to dinner with her boyfriend. They pulled over on the side of the road so that he can relieve himself, child. And two men pulled up on them on a moped and ended up stabbing her up, right? While he finished relieving himself, then he said he ran back for him to assist or help her in some fashion, and he ended up getting stabbed too. Well, she died, whereas he survived. And I told y'all everything about the story did not make fucking sense. And it's so unfortunate because I truly believe that he did unalive her. Even her family was questioning and wondering, like, what the hell is going on? What do what's the real story? What's the truth? And I'm gonna go over here to Neighborhood Talk where we're gonna get into the article, then a news story here where they're saying 30-year-old Franklin was taken into custody Friday afternoon and charged with murder. All right. Two counts of assault and criminal possession of a weapon in connection with the stabbing death of 25-year-old Antonella. And I hope I said her name correctly. Police say that this man, Franklin, repeatedly stabbed her. And that's what I asked. I said, did you do it yourself? While you talking about some men pulled up on her on a moped. So they're saying that he was the one that stabbed her Wednesday night. Those investigators have not yet determined a motive as to why he did this. But according to authorities, Franklin first claimed the couple had pulled over near Rodman's Neck around 8:10 p.m. so he could relieve himself. He told police that two men on a moped suddenly pulled up, attempted to rob her, and stabbed her multiple times when she resisted. Franklin even said he tried to fight off the guys, sustaining a stab wound in his forearm, right? But investigators quickly determined the story didn't add up. The woman who was stabbed multiple times across her body was rushed to the hospital where she died from her injuries, right? They're saying Franklin, treated for his wound at the same hospital, was later linked to the killing. All right. So let's see what else. As of now, the investigators is still currently on. The investigation is currently ongoing. But to make matters worse, this man Facebook profile raised eyebrows with his relationship status listed as single despite his 3-year relationship with this woman. So maybe she caught him cheating or something. I don't know what the motive is. I would love to know what that motive was because that is so messed up. I feel like, well, I ain't gonna say I feel like, I do question whether or not signs were there. A lot of times there are signs of abuse in some fashion and people don't leave. And sometimes a person will just, I don't even want to say snap because I feel like he planned this. It wasn't like a snap moment and he just stabbed her. Like, y'all supposed to be going out to dinner and you just got a knife on you. Like, nah, that was something you planned to do, in my personal. But I hate that she could not escape him and it resulted in her losing her life. But I definitely hope that he is serving the full max once they, finish this investigation and, have his trial or whatever, because that's insane. Then you gave him a whole different story. I can't.
News, police have just let out of a police precinct in the Bronx a man who they say murdered his girlfriend but pretended both of them were.
And I can't stand when folks sit up, like, hold your head up, especially when y'all murder and take people's life intentionally. Y'all be wanting to have your head down. No, have your head up, because your head was up when you was over there committing, when you was killing her.
Stabbed by men on a moped. This is 44-year-old Franklin Batalis. He showed up at an ER with his girlfriend, 30-year-old Antonella Contreras Linares. This was Wednesday night, claiming that both had been attacked on City Island. Linares died of her wounds, but Batalis had a cut on his forearm. The victim was a nurse at Mount Sinai Morningside. Cops say the couple was in the process of breaking up.
Wow.
Breaking news, police have.
There's the motive. Just a little piece. He didn't like the fact that they were indeed breaking up. He did not like that. And with him not liking the fact that they were breaking up, it's a situation to me that sounds like, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you. Sad. Very disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Um, what else is absolutely disgusting in my personal is this young lady that unalived her mom. Let me hop over here with this story as well, because this is crazy to me. Right. So they're saying that a 16-year-old girl in Galveston, Texas, has been accused of fatally shooting, right? Her mother, 34-year-old Tia Moya Moore, last Thursday night before briefly fleeing on foot. This is disturbing, and I'm wondering what happened. What happened? Did you get in trouble? Are you on punishment? Because there are kids that will unalive their parents, in my personal, unprovoked, right? You may not like the fact that a game had been taken away from you. Y'all remember that 10-year-old boy, his mama took a game away from him. I think it was like one of those XR Vision games or something, and he ended up taking a gun and killing her. I think this may have happened probably 2 years ago at this point. But then you have this situation. I'm just like, what happened? Or, did your mom, you're 16 years of age, sometimes 16-year-olds act like they know more than the parents do. Could it have been maybe, I don't know. I'm just wondering what could have happened. Could the mama have been at fault, really? Was you doing something? Were you forcing her to do things she didn't want to do in an effort to escape you? Maybe that's the only way she thought that she could. I do wonder. They're saying police say they responded to a call on September 11th at a home on Avenue Q. When officers arrived, they found Moore suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. She was rushed to a medical facility, but sadly pronounced dead. According to investigators, Moore's teenage daughter was identified as the suspected shooter. Witnesses reported seeing her leaving the home after the gunfire. Later that same evening, while police were still processing the scene, the teen reportedly returned to the house and was indeed taken to custody without incident. Now, when she shot her mama, I wonder if she knew that she actually killed her. Now, she is being held at the Juvenile Justice Center on suspicion of murder, though it's unclear if formal charges have been filed. Okay, I wonder. I mean, I don't know if this was self-defense, if her mama did something. You know what I'm saying? I would like to know more details. They're saying that her friends, the mother's friends and loved ones, are devastated. One close friend described her as a loving mother and devoted, loving and devoted mother. Tia would give you the shirt off her back, is what she said. On a Facebook post, Moore had been open about her journey to sobriety, often sharing her progress publicly. Just last December, she says, "I'm happy for me." So when I hear that sobriety talk type thing, and you having to do, you likely being a drunk or something like that, to me, that kind of sounds like that may have played a role in your child's life. Right? That's what I'm thinking. It may have played a very interesting role. So what I'm hearing, what I think of when I hear drunk, and you're finally being sober, and your daughter's 16, y'all relationship was heavily up and down, and she likely was getting mistreated and didn't like how you were treating her. Now, granted, these are my thoughts and opinions. This is not fact, so I am not, fully sure, but I'm just telling y'all what I hear when I see this particular story. It's really sad. I hate that the young girl didn't just kind of like leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's kind of dangerous too, but maybe leave the house, go to a relative's house versus, shooting her mama multiple times. Not sure of the reason, but let's go ahead and keep getting into more of what they have to say.
I come through, I let that chopper off. Pow! Pow! That's not a chopper sound. I'm sorry. As soon as I come through, I kill everybody. We killing one person. No, we kill everybody. When I'm in the club, I make it rain. I'm gonna pick that. No, we not.
Mother of the woman who died told me over the phone that she heard the gunshots last night and said it was a complete surprise. She's wondering why her granddaughter could have done something like this, and that's the question police and neighbors want answered to. Galveston police descending on Avenue Q near 52nd Street last night after neighbors heard multiple gunshots. Investigators say a 34-year-old woman identified as Tia Moya Moore was found shot at a home. She was taken to the hospital where she died. According to police, witnesses told them the suspect was Moore's 16-year-old daughter. Have you noticed any previous issues at the home?
No.
That's what makes the shooting all the more surprising for neighbor Graciela Molina, who lives across the street. She says she was checking her mail last night when she heard yelling.
She was screaming. She was screaming. And I hear boom, 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 boom,
Wow.
boom. Like, I hear 5.
Bullet holes visible in the walls of the home and other nearby houses. This neighbor says he was startled by the gunfire.
Yes, I was in the kitchen and I hear the the shots, and we come out, and then all the police cars.
Galveston police say they were told the 16-year-old ran from the home after the shooting, but as they were processing the scene, she came back and was taken into custody.
This area is pretty calm. It's not really that. This street is kind of busy, but it's still calm here.
As soon as I come through, I let that.
That is so sad. I just want to know what really happened. Right? Is somebody, okay, one of her loved ones are left in shock, struggling to make sense of what happened. I just want to know what really happened. Like, what caused for that to get to this point where you had to take your own mama's life? I don't know. I don't know if she was being attacked and had to respond or what. I don't know. Ooh, this is crazy. Well, hopefully there'll be some further updates, regarding this young lady's situation. That's, girl, kids be making these decisions and don't be like, girl, I don't know. It's like y'all don't know what y'all just did. Okay. Granted, I don't know this woman to know if she was the perfect mom either. And not saying that just because she wasn't the perfect mom, she deserved to die. You know what I'm saying? She deserved the opportunity to get it right if she wasn't right. But I do think it's definitely gonna be something she gonna regret. Cause at a time when you may need your mama, she's not gonna be there. Yeah, that's all I got on that particular situation, honey. Let us move on because um what's up with Trump? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I saw two things that was disturbing to me. And it was more so the gold card that he's doing where it's like a gold card, Trump's gold card visa that he's offering to people in other countries. Like if you are wealthy enough and you want to, live or work in America, then you need to pay me $1 million for this gold card. And the gag for me is the fact that he's saying that it's going to help benefit American people and it's going to lower the debt ceiling or whatever the case is, or lower debt. And I'm just like, in taxes or something like that. I'm like, how when you going to be getting a cut of it? If not all of the damn money. Okay, then he turns around and he has this gold statue that he has sitting across the street or right outside the White House, and he holding a damn Bitcoin and people rushing up to take photos with it. And I am just so fucking confused as y'all are trying to close down museums and shit. You're over here putting up an image of yourself. I've never seen a president that has been more engulfed in their self in the history of my life. And I feel like everything that he's doing, I hate when people make decisions and they say for the betterment of American people. And it's really not like, how is that really helping us? Then with the $1 million gold card, it's like if you are a corporation, if you can't come over because of yourself and you want to come over because of and you get a corporation to take care of it, then that corporation gotta pay $2 million. It's like very weird. And you're saying that we're supposed to benefit from this? When I was reading it on the White House's website, like it made absolutely no damn sense as to how this is supposed to benefit us. When a lot of what you do is about benefiting yourself. You still over here talking about the damn Biden and Harris administration. Okay. And you've been in office running the fucking mug for about 9 months. Honestly, you want to talk about Biden and Harris, but you're not talking about what's really happening. Okay. That's crazy to me. Child, the good old bait and switch. But y'all, some of y'all that's out there following him, y'all gonna continue to follow him to the end of earth and the end of times. And we are here. So, I mean, it's just crazy. I've never seen a president that has wanted to slap his fucking face on everything. Even Obama didn't name damn Obamacare. Y'all did. Y'all did. Okay? It was the Affordable Care Act or whatever, and y'all done turned around and called the shit Obamacare. Like I don't understand. I've never seen a person that has been so engulfed about themselves. Like, I mean, it's self-centeredness to another fucking level, and then be trying to disguise it behind the American people. And it's not even just him. Because oftentimes when I think of this administration, I think about scandal. And it's like he gets the grunt of a lot of the hatred from certain people. But also you got to look at the people to the left and right and behind him. Because them be the ones that's really running the show. You know what I'm saying? Along with him. But it really be the ones around him. As much as people are like, oh, I can't wait till that day. Damn, the day ain't here yet. And y'all know what day I'm talking about. And it's like, but y'all still got to look at the fools around him. The fools around him that's in office, them the ones I feel you need to be concerned about too. Because if he's not in his position, then somebody else is going to want to come through and follow through with the rest of whatever the goal is for them. And again, getting back to a lot of these different politicians, whatever side you are on, I can't stand when y'all make decisions that are so far out of fucking bounds of what the people want, and then turn around and say that y'all doing this for the people. Who is the people you speak of? Because I refuse to believe you speaking for the majority. I'm just like really over. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's too much. And we still got like some more years and months to go. Girl, I feel like we done lived 5 years in the past 9 months. This is some crazy shit. This is crazy to me. This is just crazy to me. I'm looking. Let's check this out real quick. He about to snap off on somebody else because they ain't being on his side, child.
Mr. President,
And we're going to be going in quiet. You're really obnoxious.
I'm not obnoxious, but I'm trying to ask you, what about your plans
You are
for
really
Memphis?
obnoxious.
I'm not obnoxious, but I
Okay.
am asking, what are your
Okay.
plans for Memphis? Many people want
I'm
to
not
know
going to
what
talk
the
to you
numbers are
until
gonna
I
be
call
like.
on you.
What are your plans for
So,
Memphis?
who
Mr.
else? Yeah, go
President?
ahead.
Yeah, I just want to settle this free speech question because you've said that you restored free speech in America.
Yeah.
Is that free speech including for people who are harshly critical of you, for your political opponents, for people who say things you don't like?
I'm so glad he said political opponents, because it just makes me reflect back to when he was running. That's what people talked about. He wants to be I feel like Kamala probably even mentioned it too. When he gets in office, he's going to want to position things to where he can knock out whoever his damn ops are. Not only is they trying to control the media and what you see and what you don't see, and he always wants shit to be in favor of him, or he going to try and figure out a way to sue you or whatever the case is. But also to silence ops too, to make them look a certain way or not for people to look at them at all. Like, I don't know. Anybody that comes and tries to like finesse, like, that's not what he mean. What he means is this. Like, I really need y'all to scoot the hell back up off of us, please. Okay? Because it's so funny how I should have screenshotted more stuff last year when he was running. He's not gonna do that. That's not his plan. He isn't gonna this, he isn't gonna that. Now y'all seeing y'all being affected, especially y'all farmers. Okay? Every day I get on social media, I'm seeing somebody that has flipped and is no longer a Republican, or I ain't even gonna say a Republican, but more so, I'm gonna talk about it too. More so a supporter of his, right? But what I was gonna talk about is the fact that they're telling people, and I saw this video first over on TikTok where this man here in Georgia is running for a particular office, and there is a Republican that has switched over to become a Democrat, right? They'll sign up to be a Democrat, right? And run an election, but not as what they've always been, which is a Republican. Now they want to run as a Democrat. So I saw that and I was like, okay, I made a note of that. I didn't think none of it went on. Then I saw another post, I think on this political page that I follow, and the person was talking about how people need to be wary of the fact that some of these Republicans are trying to switch over, run as Democrats, but still pushing and forcing the Republican agenda or whatever their agenda is or whatever. And I was like, real interesting. Because if they're doing all of that, to me, it seems like they see that they don't look good. So with you seeing that your people, your group is not looking good, and you already know, because if you get online and you're seeing all these different people that's not on their side, although they voted for that, they're no longer with that, then you already know how people are likely going to vote, which is exactly what ended up happening when he came out of office the first time. So with that being said, it's like, oh, now you're trying to switch up. Oh, now you're trying to switch up because you know how the people are going to vote. So let me try to sell them this idea, but you still going to get in it. Like, it's a finesse. It's real interesting, but let's let him finish with this.
Immune to it. I've become immune to it. There's never been a person that's had more unfair publicity than me, and that's why your network paid me $15 million, or $16 million, I believe, to be exact, George Slopadopoulos, and that's why CBS paid me a lot of money too, and that's
what the hell are we talking about? I could have sworn this man just asked him, when you talk about silencing what people got to say, does that include this, that, and the other? And you over here talking about how networks paid you money?
Why I sued the New York Times 2 days ago for a lot of money. Because I'm winning. I mean, I'm winning the cases. And the reason I'm winning is because you're guilty, John. You're guilty. ABC is a terrible network of...
Do y'all see how he deflects? I mean, but y'all been seeing
Very
it. I
unfair
just can't.
network, and you should be ashamed of yourself. NBC is equally bad. I don't know who's worse. I think they're equally bad. And, you know, for you to stand there and act so innocent and ask me a question like that. But look, you paid a big price because you were dishonest, John. The reason I won that lawsuit was because you were dishonest.
He didn't ask you about a lawsuit.
You were proven to be dishonest. And so you can't sit back and just say, oh, well, what do you think? You know, like you're some wonderful person. You're not a wonderful person. Frankly, you're a terrible reporter. You know it, and so do I. Okay.
Mr. President, can you talk about why the Justice Department turned aside?
Here's what we're going to do. Yeah.
Girl, this is some humbug bullshit. This is definitely giving dictatorship. This is definitely whatever I have to say goes. I don't care about your opinion. You don't matter. I'm doing everything for the American people. A lot of the stuff that I do is more so for me, but I'm saying it's for the American people. And although you're an American person that is a reporter in here asking me questions, I'm still gonna be rude as fucking disrespect you. I can't. I can't. It's girl. Anywho, some of these Republicans have been coming out speaking out against stuff. I believe Ted Cruz came out and called out the fact that he didn't like how they are trying to censor free speech. He feels like y'all need to be mindful of this because this is what you want, but then it's gonna turn around and it's gonna affect us. And now he's seeing it because a lot of other people are starting to see it. Okay. A lot of the things that y'all voted for are now affecting y'all. But I want us to hear what Ted had to say real quick.
Unbelievably dangerous for government to put itself in the position of saying, we're going to decide what speech we like and what we don't, and we're going to threaten to take you off air if we don't like what you're saying. And it might feel good right now to threaten Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
But when it is used to silence every conservative in America, we will regret it. And so, again, I like Brendan Carr, but we should not be in this business. We should denounce it. It's fine to say what Jimmy Kimmel said was deplorable, it was disgraceful, and he should be off air, but we shouldn't be threatening government power to force him off air. That's a real mistake. I think it is
I agree 1000%, because all I hear is the ditch you dig for myself, you might as well dig too, because you're gonna fall in one of them holes as well. So y'all just be careful. Okay. And I'm seeing more of them on that side starting to speak out like, I don't agree with this, I don't support this. Right. But also notice in my personal, I feel like y'all don't come out and say that until you see how it's really going to affect you. Okay. Y'all don't be thinking about other folks for real. But anywho, the people going to run in droves and vote for them. So I'm tapped out. I'm tired. Anywho, the next thing I want to talk about is Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B because, of course, her album, first of all, she went #1 on iTunes in like 30 minutes of releasing her album. Right. I see why Young Thug and Lucci decided to move their album to next Friday. Okay. So Cardi B has been having an explosive past few months, really, okay? And more so an explosive week and an even more explosive day because the album is really good. She has been getting praises. You know, when I did my video the other day, I talked about how I didn't think that this album was better than IOP. Oh, no more. The way that I have been listening to this album on repeat, literally front to back on repeat, literally, because when I want to hear one song, I want to listen to the other one. Like, it's like I want them all to be playing at the same time. It's so awkward. You know what I'm saying? From Pretty Please to What's Going On to Shower Tears, like Dead. Like, it's a lie. It's a lie. Like, she did it. And I really like Bodega Baddie. It's crazy because I didn't think that I would, but I love the SHI talking that she's doing in this track, and she's doing it very fast. And you're hearing what it is that she's saying. Like, and I've said all of this before. I think it's really good. I think she did a really great, solid project. And now I'm like, yo, Jamie, this might have passed IOP. You might have to consider that. I understand IOP has gotten like the diamond records and all of that, but listen, it might have just a little piece. And I only say that because I'm let's remove the plaques and the honors and all of that. Look at the fact that this is an album that has 23 tracks on it, 23 tracks, and you have been playing it in rotation. The fact that somebody can get you to listen to that much, she just may have outdid IOP. But y'all let me know your thoughts on that. Like, the album has already gone platinum. Okay, already going platinum. Now, how many albums she actually sold from the first, 21 tracks? we should hopefully find out next week or soon. Of course, the album did go platinum because, from my understanding, WAP, I believe it was WAP, was like 9 times platinum. And I want to make sure by going over to RIAA. I think it was RIAA that put this information out there about Cardi. So yes, this is what they are reporting, which is let me get over here to show you guys. They're saying, congratulations, Cardi B. Her new album, Am I the Drama, is out now and already RIAA certified platinum, featuring the certified 9 times platinum hit WAP and 5 times platinum Up. Okay, so because of those 2 songs, this is the reason her album has hit platinum. Some people are feeling like this is unfair because the songs are old, but a lot of people in the industry, because I hear this from like more so fans and stuff, or social media people, but I'm hearing more from people in the industry where they're saying, hey, this is actually fair. This is actually right. This is actually some SHI I would do. Like, I'm seeing more people giving approval and support that's in the industry of what she would do. I also saw where Kendrick Lamar, I believe it's his, I think he may be the manager or something like that, Punch, TDE Punch, got on social media as well, and he was shouting out the fact that Cardi B has a solid project. So a lot of people are loving that. They feeling like, oh wow, we got the cosign from somebody that's connected to Kendrick, so like, she did her thing, right? That's how some of the people are feeling. Other people may feel like, oh, he's only saying that because of the beef he had with old girl, a few months ago. But to each his own. People feel how they want to feel. Let me tell you, I think you should give it a listen for yourself, and you make the decision on how you feel about the album. All right, and however you feel is exactly how you should feel. Those are your feelings. Okay, so congratulations to Cardi B, because as much as she's having this amazing moment for herself right now, unfortunately Cardi B is now attached to someone, Stefon Diggs. They are attached because they are welcoming a child very, very soon. All right, now he already has a daughter who I would say is between the ages of 6 and 11, right? He has an older daughter of his. However, there are 2 young ladies that has come to the front that are seeking like some type of paternity test. Now, I don't know if this is on their end or more so on his end to be sure that these are his kids or whatever, but they're bringing him to the front, and these babies may be, well, I honestly don't even know how old the babies are. I do believe the babies were conceived last year, as they are definitely 5 months apart. But a lot of the photos that are being posted of those babies look like they not even 9 months. Okay, they look like they're under a year, is what I'll say. Right. So maybe these babies were born this year or whatnot. And it seems to me the only child he really is claiming really is Cardi B's, and he's claiming the children, or claiming their child together, without necessarily saying he's claiming the child. Because Stefon was in an interview recently for football. They asked about, Cardi B's pregnancy or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I'm talking about my personal life or whatever he says, but I heard about it, right? But this isn't the first time Stefon has done that in the interview. He was asked some other personal questions a while ago, right? I don't know if that was the end of last year or this year. I can't remember what it was, but he is good at somewhat, I want to say, deflecting. But then at the same time, I can't say deflecting, because if we're at an event regarding sports, why are you asking me about my personal life? So I can't say it's deflecting as much as it really is keeping it on the topic at hand. Because if I allow range for y'all to talk about my personal life, whatever it is, then y'all gonna keep expecting information from me like that, right? So it was just him trying to take control of the situation, I guess. But I will say this, he's definitely claiming the child he has with Cardi, because not only did she make that announcement on the Gayle King show, it appears that he showed up on that show, on that set. Gayle King said that he did call to check on Cardi and stuff like that, but he also showed up, and they got a photo together of him, holding her belly and stuff. So they definitely welcoming the child together, and that's the only child he claiming at this moment. I guess that's the one child he know for sure is his, versus the other ladies that are seeking the paternity test. So I do hope that, should these children be his, right, that he does what he needs to do, like he does for the oldest daughter, how he shows up for her, shows up for them, and we can keep some of this drama down to the ground. As much as I'm thinking to myself, like, Cardi, I don't know why you would, but first of all, I don't know if Cardi knew about them other baby mamas. I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Because I'm like, Cardi, why would you go in here and attach yourself to this man like that? Okay. But maybe she didn't know about the other baby mamas, but then also I feel like it's too soon. But then also maybe it was too late for her to get an abortion. Who knows? By the time she found out, ain't no telling. But it's I will say this. Maybe Cardi feel like, hey, I'm used to this. I mean, Offset got about 3 of them outside of me because he got about 5 or 6 damn kids, right? So baby mamas ain't nothing new to me. But child, I wish her the best, whatever it is gonna be. Should this relationship not work out, I will hope she does not come to the internet to yell, hoop, holler, scream, or do anything like that. I will hope that she handle whatever the situation is behind closed doors. All right. Because even if the man don't, the woman still has to. Right? Meaning take care of her responsibility. So if it doesn't work out, just chalk it up to something that didn't work out and just focus on your family life, your children and stuff. And if you decide to make more music, do more features, go ahead. But after this album, I wonder, I could see Cardi willingly giving features to, I don't know, I can't say that because Cardi will also work with a lot of up and coming artists as well. But I was gonna say I could really just see her working with Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, her people, Summer Walker, like her people that she may really rock with, Lotto. But outside of that, I don't know. I wonder. I mean, she loves her some I can't even think of her. Shakira. I was all these S's I'm thinking of. But she loves her some Shakira. So I'm just wondering, does the price, yesterday's price is not today's price, is what I'm wondering. If the price has gone up and it may be even more difficult for people to get that feature with a Cardi B versus what it may have been before when she wasn't releasing an album. And Cardi, I just have to say I'm proud. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Love her down. So proud of her musically to do her thing, to give people these 7 years and really get in there and put together a well done project. Okay. That's how you come back. If you're going to take a break like that for 7 years or whatever, you come back and you really give us some shit to get into. I saw somebody, it was so funny to see some of the comments online where people try to say, oh, she rhymed a word with the same word. I'm like, girl, I didn't hear that, but okay. Right? Or she didn't talk about her kids on the album, so it don't count. Like, girl, shut the hell up. Like, you're just trying to discount this lady any way that you can, and it's not working. Okay? She didn't need to do that type of rap in my personal. Her just mentioning the fact that she had to pack culture up and get the hell away from Offset was enough for me. All right. But let the people hate in peace and let the people enjoy it in peace. All right. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. That's all I got. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel it